Go Rippy here at the 3699 Ranch before lunchtime, Tuesday, the 17th of September. Garden progress. It's considerably drier than it was a week ago. We've had no rain. My corn shock dried up. I have my glass gym corn out. I call this one my John Deere one. So the colors aren't as vivid with them drying out. And this is my marigold seed I have drying out here. It's considerably drier than it was a week ago. It goes in the garage at nighttime. These are my container plants that were in the garden. I yanked them. And the 3 pineapples and the 2 poinsettias. I haven't watered them in a couple days. I went to the store last night and they had the apple cider for $3.50 a gallon at Aldi's. Fresh apple cider, but the way Aldi's does. Oh wow, there's a show car going by. A Monty, blue with a white top and 20-inch wheels. But yeah, that apple cider at Aldi's, it says just Batavia, Illinois product. It don't show where it was made or pressed, I mean, for cider. But since last week, I trimmed the trees. I prune trees year round. And yeah, got rid of all the water spouts on the apple trees. Kind of shaped them a little bit. This one here is the one I'm concerned about. These other ones have did their time. This is my young one. Trying to get it to the shape. But yeah, the star of the show is the pumpkin plant, and I used the last of the, there's a monarch butterfly, but used the last of my ammonium sulfate, and there's 2 pumpkin plants there. I think I could have did with one, and 1 pumpkin plant would have been enough. I have twice as many pumpkins, and I also learned there's 1 on each end, where there's this load of pumpkins, but there's a large one on this end and a large one on that end. So they've grown over 2 feet since last week's video. I'm not sure how much room I have left in the freezer for the peppers. I'm about to pull them. I still haven't put in the garlic. I was waiting for rain that never came. It missed us before I tilled, and I don't have much tilling to do. Just I have a small garlic patch that I'll put in and overwinter. There's a couple of those hot peppers. I don't need any more of them. I just yanked a couple of those. Peppers were good, but could have been better. I tried to do too much with too little room. The jury's out on the tomatoes, but they are what I have, and I think I'm going to save seed for those. They were called Big Red Heirloom, but they weren't big, and please excuse the wind. It's going to really kick up this afternoon, how it does. But that's about as good as you'll get on a pepper too, right there. Well, I don't know. They're loaded with beta carotene for you. And I'll cut those up and put them in the freezer or out. But the pumpkin plant, as you can see, it kind of naturally stayed out of the peppers. The 2 pumpkin plants, I kind of steered them in the right direction and started burying vines, and I haven't touched them. It's been 2 months since the July 4th. 4th of July was over 2 months ago. And so the pumpkins stayed out of the peppers for some, just by nature, quite a bit. But they do get ornery, and you come through over here, and this pumpkin here has the best color so far. It's sort of in the shade from the pumpkin, or from the tomatoes. The tomato arbor. It's kind of put this place in the shade and started turning color, and the other one's growing bigger. And this vine came through the tomato arbor wrapped around the side and is climbing up the arbor now at September 17th. But this is kind of the tomato I was going for. A perfect little tomato for a sandwich. What's that, 4x4 they call them, or 6x6? And yeah, I didn't want a large tomato. These were prone to blossom end rot quite a bit. There were 6 plants that I planted sideways. And probably the next time you see this, everything will be yanked out. The corn's gone, the sunflowers are gone. The onions and garlic was out by the 4th of July. There's several, it aborted itself on several of the pumpkins. And I'm growing several, as you can see. 1, 2, 3. So I only really need one good pumpkin. But I had the 2 plants. And at the 17th of September, it's at the end of the year on this guy, on the garden. And this a little longer than I wanted, in a way. But I'm really happy with the garden and still enjoying it for another couple months easily. And then the peppers in the freezer, I'll have them until February. Thanks for watching my videos, everyone. Rippy. I still haven't tried any popcorn yet, though. So